2 heavyweights, 1 bathroom floor. The Hume Health Body Pod versus the Withings Body Scan. If you're hunting for the best smart scale, one promises day-to-day clarity and the other packs clinical style check-ins. Which one actually helps you make better decisions without drowning you in numbers? I'm here to help you find that out. Now, one thing worth noticing, the description and on-screen QR codes include our latest discount codes and links to the best available prices for both the Hume Health Body Pod and the Withings Body Scan Smart Scale. Tap or scan to compare bundles, returns, and warranty so you get maximum value. So in order to begin this smart scale comparison, we need to start with what we get inside the box, starting with the Hume Health Body Pod. Let's go ahead and open it up so that we can better understand our health. So here we have the Hume Health Body Pod itself with the retractable handle right here, which we'll go over in just a little bit. This is what the back side looks like, but let's see what else we get inside the box. We also get a USB-C to USB charging cable for the Hume Health Body Pod. And that's all we get. Very minimal, very standard, clean packaging. You don't get much, but you get exactly what you need. So first, let's talk build and size. Here at the top, we have a tempered glass platform. It has a very nice premium look to it. The dimensions are 12 by 7 by 12 by 7 by 1.1 inches. Now, first thing I personally think of is the fact that I have size 13 feet, and this looks like it's gonna hold my feet up pretty well. It has nice beveled edges around the edge here, so there's no sharp corners or anything like that. Very sturdy, premium looking surface. And here we have the retractable handle that I mentioned while I took it out of the box. At the top and bottom here, we have 4 additional contact points, which are gonna give us segmental analysis of each individual arm, leg, and torso. Now right up here, we have the USB-C charging port where the cable plugs right in. It's right under the retractable handle. And this does have a rechargeable Li-ion battery, and they claim it lasts up to 1 full year per charge, which of course is user dependent. However, if this thing ever does die on you and you need to do a weigh-in, there is a fast top-up. They claim an approximately 30-minute quick charge for daily use. I love that this scale has a rechargeable battery via USB-C. That means we're not hunting for AAA batteries all around the house just to do a weigh-in. Now, because of this retractable handle, we do get advanced multi-frequency BIA with hand and foot path, marketed by the manufacturer as approximately 98% close to DEXA in internal testing. Now, I do want to make clear that a smart scale like this is to be used for trends, not the diagnosis. Now, if I put a little bit of pressure, you can see the on-scale display pop right up. Very easy to read. So that's all to say that when you're doing your actual weigh-in in the morning, you're only going to see your weight here and your heart rate, as well as this little Bluetooth symbol, of course. All of the other core metrics are going to live inside the Hume Health app. And in the other corner, we have the Withings Body Scan Smart Scale. Let's see what's inside the box. All right, let's open this up. Turn it to the side to get a full scope of what we get. We have the Withings Smart Scale here. First things first though, right up here, looks like we have a user guide and some quick start information, just your typical documentation that you get with most products. Here we have the scale itself. The retractable handle has its own compartment there. Let's take everything out. This thing definitely has more weight to it compared to the Hume Health Body Pod, which is honestly kind of nice. Right here, we also have a wall mount for the retractable handle, which seems like it would come in handy. That's actually a really nice addition that they included that, as well as a USB-C charging cable for the scale. So here we also have a premium tempered glass platform. This thing looks really nice, very polished and modern. We have a slightly larger surface area here compared to the Hume Health Body Pod. We're clocking in at 12.8 by 12.8 inches and then 1.1 inches thick. There is a slightly larger footprint here. Again, I enjoy that because I have large feet, but this still will be an easy fit in any bathroom, to store under a bed. It'll fit nicely in any bedroom as well. It's larger than the Hume Health Body Pod, but not too big. Now, if I push down a little bit, I will activate the on-screen display. This is a 2.8-inch high-resolution color LCD with on-scale metrics. Then up top here, we have the retractable handle, just like we saw in the Hume Health Body Pod. This one is a little bit slimmer and longer. We have 2 electrodes up top here for your thumbs, and then some at the bottom for your fingers to add more contact points for that segmental analysis readout. And because of this, exclusive to the Withings Body Scan Smart Scale, we do get a 6-lead ECG readout to show our cardiovascular health. Again, this is for trends only, not medical diagnosis. And feature availability varies by country. Now, a little bit about the tech in here. This scale uses multi-frequency BIA with hand and foot path, and the precision load cells are in 50-gram increments. And with this scale, you get clinically validated measures and health features in the app that are region dependent. And just like we saw on the Hume Health Body Pod, we have the USB-C charging port right up top, along with a power or reset button that we can use to toggle through certain settings or reset the scale. And speaking of battery, this also has a rechargeable Li-ion up to 1 year per charge, which is again user dependent. And speaking of that powerful battery in this scale, it is a very set it and forget it. You have Wi-Fi auto sync that pairs very well with this long-lasting battery. So, a quick reminder, the description below has our latest discount codes and direct links to the best available prices for both the Hume Health Body Pod and the Withings Body Scan. Tap those or just scan the QR codes on screen. Offers change, so check the description for details. Now that we've unboxed the scales, let's do a live weigh-in with each of them, starting with the Hume Health Body Pod. Now, like I mentioned before, the display on this scale only shows your weight and your heart rate. But if you have the app in front of you, which I do right here, and I'm screen recording for you, it will show you a live reading of your biometrics. So we're going to be taking a look at that while I weigh myself. Now, the rules for both scales are barefoot, as minimal clothing as possible. Obviously, I can't do that here. A clean surface on the scale, meaning no dust or debris on there, and clean feet. That's going to give you the best reading possible. So let's start by stepping onto the scale, even-footed as much as you can. We're going to bend down, pick up the electrodes, hold it up about yay high. Neutral sort of wrists, relaxed elbows. We're standing still. You can see on the app it is doing the reading, and down below on the display, it's simply showing basically a loading screen. So it's measuring bone mass, protein rate, and then that is it. We are all done. We put the handle back down. That took just a few seconds, well under a minute, very easy to do. You don't have to have the app in front of you when you do your weigh-ins, but it is nice to see it live, and I just wanted to show it for demonstration purposes. Now, obviously, a weigh-in like this does add a few seconds to using just your typical traditional dumb scale, if you want to call it, because the smart scale is getting in a lot of information about our body. Remember, we have segmental analysis of our individual arms, legs, and torso, as well as 50+ biometrics with the Hume Body Pod. Honestly, after a few days, it becomes part of your routine and it's really easy to do, and you barely even notice that you're doing it. It becomes second nature. Now it's time to do a weigh-in with the Withings Body Scan Smart Scale. The same rules apply: barefoot onto the tempered glass platform, 1 foot at a time. Then I'm gonna reach down and grab the retractable handle. I'm gonna go up about this high, thumbs on the electrodes, fingers on the electrodes on the handle, and I'm gonna stay as still as I can. 183 pounds. You can see it recognize that I am me. It gives me a trend graph of my weight. Now it's doing a body composition reading. Body fat percentage 19.4, muscle percentage 76.6, visceral fat 2.3. Now it's doing an ECG reading where you hold still for 30 seconds. What's really nice is the scale has built-in vibration, so you get haptic feedback when each reading is complete. Now, it might say inconclusive, which it did, and I believe that's because I'm wearing clothes. Heart rate 140, which is really high. Vascular age 26. Now it's getting my nerve health through the conductivity on my feet. My score is an 84. And there we have the weather report and air quality for my local area. And when my numbers have improved from my last weigh-in, it will also give me a little bit of positive feedback. It'll say, good job, your numbers look great. Now, as you saw, the ECG reading said inconclusive. I believe that's because I am fully clothed. Now, you're supposed to weigh yourself in the morning, ideally, post-bathroom, pre-meal, and wearing as little clothing as possible. And so usually I do exactly that around 6:37 a.m., only in my boxers, and I always get a solid and clear reading with the ECG. Anytime I do it on camera fully clothed, it always says inconclusive. So just take note of that. Now, you do stand on the Withings Body Scan for a little bit longer than you do with the Hume Body Pod because it is doing more readings. Standing still for 30 seconds to do the ECG and the electrodermal activity for your feet and conductivity and nerve health, that does add maybe an extra 45 seconds to your overall weigh-ins, but it's not that big a deal. And over time, you just get used to it. You hold still, and it's pretty easy, simple, and it goes by really fast. You're done within a minute or two. I will say overall, both routines are fast and repeatable and easy to do in the morning. Now, one thing I do appreciate is I can understand that some people don't want to see all that information right when they wake up on the Withings Body Scan. So in the Withings Body Scan app, there is an eyes closed mode, which means it won't show all that information on the display when you do your morning weigh-in. Let's look at the apps and how they work in real life. First, the core measurement method. Both scales use bioelectrical impedance analysis. Hume Health runs multi-frequency BIA with hand plus foot contact. The company reports close alignment with DEXA. Withings also uses multi-frequency BIA and 50-gram weight increments, and the way it presents results feels more clinical. In practice, both are consistent when I measure under the same conditions. Second, body composition and hydration. With the Hume Health Body Pod, I see body fat percentage, lean mass, bone mass, visceral fat, and hydration split into intra versus extracellular water. The charts are color-coded and easy to skim. Withings Scale adds a 5-zone segmental map, both arms, both legs, and torso, alongside fat, muscle, bone, hydration, and visceral fat with more technical trend views. For me, Hume Health is faster to interpret. Withings Body Scan is deeper when I want more detail. Third, age, metabolism, and risk signals. Hume Health shows BMI, BMR, and metabolic age with plain language context like within range, which helps me decide what to do next. Withings shows BMR and BMI as well and goes further with vascular age, pulse wave velocity, and standing heart rate. It frames risk more clinically. My take, Hume Health nudges action, Withings adds medical style context. Fourth, heart and nerve health. This one is Withings exclusive. I can run a 6-lead ECG for AFib detection and see a nerve health score based on skin conductance. Availability varies by country, and these are not medical diagnoses, but they do add useful signals to my weekly check-ins. And last but not least, goals and ecosystem. Hume Health lets me set goals, fat loss, hydration, muscle gain, and then tracks weekly progress with gentle nudges. It auto-recognizes multiple users and syncs with Apple Health, Fitbit, and Garmin. Withings, on the other hand, supports up to 8 users and has athlete, pregnancy, baby, and eyes closed mode, syncs with Apple Health, Google Fit, Samsung Health, and Fitbit, and even shows weather and air quality on the scale. Day to day, Hume Health keeps me moving. Withings slots reality into a broader health dashboard. The bottom line, I treat both as trend tools. Same time each day, barefoot, pre-meal, post-bathroom, and I judge by direction over weeks, not single readings. In the Hume Health Body Pod versus Withings showdown, here's where I land. Withings Body Scan is the most detailed at-home checkup. Segmental body comp plus ECG, vascular age, and nerve health. The Withings app presents it with a clinical vibe, and parts are clinically validated. Just note, it's pricier, a lot more complex, and some features vary by country. The Hume Health Body Pod gives me 45+ metrics with a clearer, more motivational presentation. Day to day, it's faster to interpret, easier for multi-user households, and typically the better value, with trial and longer warranty options listed in the description. My overall pick, the Hume Health Body Pod. It delivers everything I actually use in a simpler way at a better price. If you want the most medical style context and don't mind paying up for it, go Withings. Either way, treat these as trend tools, not diagnosis. Want more health tech explorations? Watch our dedicated Withings Scale review and Hume Health Body Pod review, plus the rest of our health tech breakdowns here on the Health News channel. I'm Stephen Warren from Health News, and I will see you in the next video.